Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I am going to tell you the real reason why Vybz Kartel nor Shenseea won the Best Reggae Album category in the 2025 Grammy Awards. But let me say this, I want to say a big congratulations to Vybz Kartel, big congratulations to Shenseea and the Marleys, because guess what, people? Just to be nominated for the Grammy Awards, it's a big deal. It's one of the biggest moments in any artist's career to be nominated for such a prestigious event. So big shout out and congratulations to Vybz Kartel and to Shenseea and the Marleys. Now, let's look at Jamaica, the size of Jamaica. Jamaica's population is about 3 million people approximately. And we might have a few more, maybe another million or so, correct me if I am wrong, in the diaspora. Now, why did I mention the population? All right, so the population of Jamaica is 3 million approximately. But guess what? Not all 3 million people love reggae and dancehall music. So we have to bear that in mind. Let's split it right down the line. Let's say 1.5 million love the reggae and the dance hall, plus those overseas. So we have it as 2 million. Out of those 2 million people who love Vybz Kartel's music, who love Shensea's music, how many of those have a right to vote in the Grammys? Because guess what? It doesn't matter how you love Vybz Kartel. Doesn't matter how much you love Shenseea. Loving them and loving their music and the great work they have done for the genre will not cause them to win the Grammy Awards. It takes a valid vote. Okay? So, where are these votes coming from? These votes are coming from the international market. Right? In the international market, you have Belgium, you have Japan, you have Germany, you have Africa, China. All of those places are the ones who are eligible to vote because they have gone ahead to become members or to fulfill the requirements to become a voting member of the Grammy Awards. And I'm sure if you do a vote or if you do what they call it now, a review or a survey of the amount of Jamaicans that are eligible voting member of the Grammy Awards, it would be a small number. So what am I saying? I am saying we could love them until we cannot love them anymore. A lot of us were pumped up based on the Freedom Street concert, and we saw Roadblock in Kingston is the first so many private jet had landed at any one time in Jamaica, and the hype around Vybz Kartel becoming the new king of the dancehall. Everybody was expecting, well, in Jamaica and the diaspora was hoping that Vybz Kartel would win the Best Reggae Album for the 2025 Grammy Awards, but it was not so. So the love you have for the artist won't allow the artist to win. A lot of ladies, I believe, would have loved for Shenseea to win that prestigious award, but the loving alone for Shenseea and her music will not allow Shenseea to win. Have you ever had a situation in your community where the electricity went, right? Current gone, as I would say in Jamaica, and everybody's there 5 hours, 6 hours, the entire day doing without current, and nobody taking up their phone to call JPS and to report the matter because everybody sit down and saying to themselves, somebody call JPS already. But until you get up each individual get up and make the call to JPS. When JPS see that those calls coming in flooding, right, they will do something and act quickly, because you can be there the whole day, nobody making the report, and problem is not fixed. Same thing with the Grammys. We are here in Jamaica saying that, oh, Vybz Kartel should win because he has done this, he has done that. But do you have a vote? Who are the people that are voting? Those on the international market. And another issue is those on the international market, especially those who voted in the Grammys, they do not categorize dancehall different from, or they see dancehall music different from reggae music. They only look at the pioneers in reggae, maybe the Dennis Brown, the Bob Marley, the Wailers, you know, all of those top reggae icons. They look at those sort of music as reggae music. They would not, or they might not, look at Vybz Kartel music or Shensea's music as reggae music. They look on those types of music as dancehall. But the category that it falls under is reggae. And these international people do not see those type of music from Kartel and Shenseea as reggae music. They see it as dancehall. Is it that the Grammys need to separate it as well and have a category for dancehall and have a category for reggae? Because reggae is more recognized worldwide than the genre dancehall. So it is unfair for them to be put under the reggae category, and it is really dancehall. The other nations does not see these type of music as reggae. When they hear about reggae, they are thinking of just the Marleys. And I think it was a white group, not racist, let me state that, but I think it was a white group some years ago won the reggae category because they have done some music with the type of beats and drums, that sound like Bob Marley, and they dubbed that as reggae. And reggae is originated in Jamaica. And groups overseas are winning best reggae album. Can you imagine that? Why? Because they are the ones the international listeners are voting for. They are not seeing Shensea's music and Vybz Kartel music as reggae music. They see that as dancehall, and the category is reggae. So the real reason why Vybz Kartel nor Shenseea won the Best Reggae Album in the 2025 Grammy Awards is because Jamaicans locally and in the diaspora did not vote. Why they have not become a member, an eligible member of the Grammy Awards where you can cast your vote. It's the same thing when we have Digital Rising Star in Jamaica. It's the same thing when we have Dancing Dynamite in Jamaica. A lot of people would love a particular artist, a lot of people would love a particular dance group, but loving them isn't enough. Even when they have the best performance, even when they have the best songs and the best voices, it is the vote that counts. So the real reason, and I want to send this message, why none of our Jamaican dancehall artists won that category is because they did not get the amount of vote. So the big question is, you that are listening, do you have a vote? And if it continues this way, you're going to have different international groups that are not Jamaicans, but are, sounding the reggae music on their albums. They are the ones that are going out in the international market, and the listeners are going to say, this sounds like reggae, it sounds like Bob Marley music. So if this best reggae album is not under the Bob Marley's, the Marleys umbrella, it's another international group, because they are the ones that are going to be voted for. So I am encouraging all Jamaicans locally and overseas, go on the Grammy Awards website, look at the requirements for becoming a member, And when you do that, when it's time again for the Grammy next year, you can cast your vote, share it on all the social media platforms, and persons cast their vote for the artist that you believe should win the best reggae album. Remember, it's not a Jamaican awards, it's an international awards. Those in Belgium, they're gonna vote. Those in Germany, Japan, those big markets, in Africa, those big markets, they are the one that is gonna vote. Jamaica is just a little dot on the map. How many? Tomorrow when you go in the street or at your workplace, ask anybody around you, are you a voting member of the Grammys? And I am sure you will count on one hand how many people will say, yes, I voted. So we are here in Jamaica. We can't just love Vybz Kartel and love Shenseea music. Yes, they have done well, but it's not the love that we have for them counts. It is your vote in the Grammys. That is what is important. You can choose to agree with me. You can choose to disagree. But if you do disagree or agree, can I invite you to just leave your thoughts in the comment section? Tell me what you think. Do you think it's another reason? Right? And in doing that, can I ask you also to like this video, share it with someone, allow someone else to share their thoughts on it. And if you have not yet become a member of this channel, can I invite you to subscribe as we build this platform. Until our next video, do take care.